is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
off of play action. Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 97 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up.
Here's second and 8. On the move to his and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Their mobile quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Crowder. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 61 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
It's 3rd down.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
on
2.
second down, Eckler trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Able to get away. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Is on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
and he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
again, Darnold. This is swung out to Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Sheds off the tackle and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Crowder. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Brings up 2nd.
A play fake, and it's Darnold.
33-yard line.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Darnold from the gun. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Malik Harrison on the tackle. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Number 29. Taken down at the 43-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Complete to number 29.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Henry Ruggs. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 18-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A gain of 2.
Faking the give. Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
23-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll drop to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Out of the gun now on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains.
At the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Check. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll get this to Eckler. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
For a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, Darnold. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Darnold to throw again.
44 yards.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception. At the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
6-yard line. A gain of 7. And the 49.
Now they try the right side here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Again, the
Niners on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.